This is the weekly weather briefing for Monday, May 5th, 2014. This briefing will cover the weather for the upcoming week across the inland northwest. As always, forecasts are subject to change, so please check our website during the week for updated information. We are looking at a typical spring pattern across the region this week, with little evidence of any high-impact events. This afternoon and early evening will be one of the most active days until late in the week. The weather will gradually dry out around midweek, then trend active again by Thursday night into Friday, with increasing precipitation chances and breezy winds. With spring runoff well on its way and rivers running high, we will be closely monitoring precipitation amounts arriving with that Thursday night Friday system and be taking a closer look at that here in a bit. The most active thunderstorm day from now through Friday will be this afternoon. Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms will be possible through early evening, then wane around sunset. The strongest storms will be capable of small hail, brief downpours, wind gusts between 30 and 40 miles per hour, and isolated ground lightning strikes. Showers and isolated thunderstorms are well on their way across the northern mountains and will continue to drift and redevelop east and south through the early evening. These are the ordinary pulse-type storms, which are generally weak and short-lived. By tomorrow, a few light showers will be possible across the mountains and the outer rims of the basin, but the intensity of these showers will be very light, and the threat for thunderstorms will migrate southeast of the area. There will be a tightening pressure gradient across the Okanagan Valley late in the afternoon into the early evening, and winds at locations like Oroville and Omak could be increasing between 10 and 20 miles per hour, with gusts to 30 out of the north. A warm and drying trend can be expected for Wednesday and continuing into the first half of Thursday. On a whole, temperatures will be returning near to slightly above normal, or in the 60s and 70s. This will come to an end by Thursday night and continue through the weekend. A strong Pacific jet will nose into the Oregon-California border. The Gulf of Alaska low will become absorbed into this jet stream. One slug of energy will come through Thursday night into Friday. This will tap into rich moisture and bring a good chance for light to moderate rainfall to most locations away from the deep basin. This activity could become moderate to locally heavy Friday afternoon as the frontal system interacts with afternoon instability. The remnants of this offshore low will then be driven inland sometime over the late weekend into next week, bringing the next round of organized precipitation. Confidence regarding the timing and amounts by this time dropped drastically. In between these features, afternoon heating will likely lead to some hit-or-miss showers, especially in the mountains. Our forecast models are in good agreement of the potential for moderate QPF within the areas outlined in white on this image. This includes the Idaho Panhandle, Northeast Washington, and Cascade Crest. What this image does not show is that other forecast models place the heavier QPF amounts in some different areas within those outline, the white outline. So, the potential for half to 1 inch of rainfall will exist in these areas, but not every location will receive these amounts. Also, although this is a 48-hour total, most of the rainfall will occur within the Friday time frame. The amount of water stored in the mountain snowpack continues to run above seasonal percentages. So, although we have not added much snow in the last week or two, we have not experienced any prolonged heat waves or warm rain events to eat away at the snowpack, and these numbers have actually gone up when you compare it to the March 31st graphic. This will mean any lengthy heat spells or big precipitation events could raise concern for river flooding. At this time, most rivers are experiencing fairly normal spring runoff. The Kootenai Basin is most concerning at this time with levels close or slightly above action stage, noted by the blue line crossing near or into the yellow shading. The current forecast keeps levels steady, but this could change with the upcoming storm system on Friday. As mentioned in a previous slide, the heavier rainfall could set up further south in the Idaho Panhandle, which could lead to higher than forecast rises in other basins such as the St. Joe or Coeur d'Alene, or even the Stehekin. The screaming message here is that those with hydrologic interests should prepare on changes with the forecast this week and continue to monitor river forecasts closely. Here is the 8 to 14 day outlook issued by the Climate Prediction Center. This outlook is valid May 13th through the 19th. Forecasters from the CPC have confidence that the western U.S. will be warmer than average during this time period. The outlook for precipitation carries a good chance for near to below average precipitation. Our summary of weather impacts for the inland northwest calls for no high impact weather events at this time. Weak thunderstorms this afternoon will give way to a warming and drying trend by midweek. Another active storm track will return by Thursday night and continue into the weekend. The potential for moderate precipitation on Friday could lead to hydrologic concerns, with most focus at this time at the Kootenai Basin. We have scheduled upcoming storm spotter training sessions around the inland northwest. Here is a list of the scheduled courses that have yet to be given. Green Stars number 4 through 6, with more information coming soon for the locations at 7 and 8 or Moses Lake and Wenatchee. Here is how you can stay informed and get the latest information from the National Weather Service. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Have a good afternoon.